Have you ever wondered how one man could rise from the rubble of post-war Russia to become one of the most powerful leaders on the planet? This is the story of Vladimir Putin, a figure shrouded in mystery and defined by ambition. Our story begins in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg. In 1952, the city was still scarred by the devastating siege of World War II. In a communal apartment, a young Vladimir Putin grew up. His childhood was tough, shaped by the harsh realities of a recovering nation. He wasn't the biggest or strongest kid, so he turned to Judo. Learning discipline, he dreamed of joining the KGB, the Soviet Union's formidable intelligence agency. It wasn't just a job. It was a calling, a way to serve and protect his country. After graduating with a law degree from Leningrad State University, his dream came true. He was recruited into the KGB. For years, Putin worked in the shadows. His most significant foreign posting was in Dresden, East Germany. During the 1980s, he witnessed firsthand the decline of Soviet influence and the collapse of the Berlin Wall in 1989. He reportedly stood his ground as an angry crowd gathered outside the KGB headquarters, a moment that forged his resolve and perhaps a deep-seated distrust of popular uprisings. With the fall of the Soviet Union, Putin's KGB career was over. He returned to his hometown and entered the world of politics, working his way up in the city administration. His quiet competence and loyalty caught the eye of powerful people in Moscow. In 1996, he was called to the capital. His rise was meteoric. He moved through various high-level positions in the Kremlin, eventually being appointed prime minister by President Boris Yeltsin. Then came New Year's Eve, 1999. In a stunning television announcement, a frail Boris Yeltsin resigned, naming Vladimir Putin as the acting president. The once unknown bureaucrat was now the leader of Russia. The public saw him as a strong, sober, and decisive figure, a stark contrast to the chaotic years of the 1990s. He won the subsequent presidential election in a landslide. As president, Putin's mission was clear: restore Russia's strength and its place on the world stage. He cracked down on the powerful oligarchs who had amassed fortunes in the post-Soviet era, reasserting state control over key industries, especially oil and gas. The economy stabilized and began to grow, fueled by rising energy prices. For many Russians, living standards improved and a sense of national pride returned. But his consolidation of power also came with criticism. Media freedoms were curtailed, political opposition was marginalized, and concerns grew about democratic backsliding. The Second Chechen War, which began shortly before he became president, was pursued relentlessly, solidifying his image as a tough leader but drawing international condemnation for its brutality. Putin's foreign policy has been defined by a desire to challenge the post-Cold War order, which he sees as dominated by the United States. He opposed NATO expansion eastward, viewing it as a direct threat to Russia's security. Key events like the 2008 war in Georgia and the 2014 annexation of Crimea from Ukraine signaled a new, more assertive Russian foreign policy. These actions redrew the map of Eastern Europe and sent shockwaves through the international community, leading to sanctions and a new era of confrontation with the West. After serving 2 presidential terms, he stepped into the role of prime minister in 2008 due to constitutional term limits, with his close ally Dmitry Medvedev becoming president. However, few doubted who was still truly in charge. In 2012, Putin returned to the presidency and has remained there ever since, securing constitutional changes that could allow him to stay in power for years to come. His long rule has seen Russia re-emerge as a major global player, influencing conflicts in Syria, forging new alliances, and using its energy resources as a tool of foreign policy. The full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022 marked the most dramatic and consequential act of his presidency, triggering the largest conflict in Europe since World War II and fundamentally altering Russia's relationship with the rest of the world. From a boy in a communal apartment to the master of the Kremlin, Vladimir Putin's journey is a story of power, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of a vision for a strong, respected, and sovereign Russia. His actions have reshaped not only his nation, but the entire global political landscape, and his legacy will be debated for generations to come.